Hi everyone, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session. This is Gayatri here, and as you all know, today we are going to be discussing reasoning ability section for the IBPS PO Prelims Examination. Today we are going to be discussing the questions that were asked in the last week's All India Mock Examination. Tell me, how was last week's All India Mock Examination? Reasoning ability section. So if you see the blueprint of the paper, there were questions on blood relations, directions, then questions on statement assumptions, syllogisms, coded inequalities. Then there were arrangement questions, and there were circular arrangement questions, linear arrangement questions. Yes. So this was the general blueprint of the paper, types of questions that were asked, and the questions were fairly easy, right? Not very difficult. So I would not say the reasoning ability section was a difficult section. It was easy to moderate. That's what I felt. So there was only one arrangement question which was a bit time consuming. I think it was the circular arrangement, right? But the others were not so difficult. You could do it really fast. So we'll start solving the questions directly. So let's start. Let's solve the questions now in the session. The first question for today's session is there on your screen. Saroj is the mother-in-law of Vani, who is the sister-in-law of Deepak. Rajesh is the father of Ramesh, the only brother of Deepak. How is Saroj related to Deepak? So what's the answer for this question? Very, very easy question. What is the answer? See, in the first step itself you get the answer for the question. You need not even write down the information about Rajesh and others. Directly you will get the answer. So what is given here? See, Saroj is the mother-in-law of Vani. So Vani is there. Okay, Vani is married to somebody whose mother is Saroj. Then only Saroj is the mother-in-law of Vani. So Saroj is a female. Vani is the sister-in-law of Deepak. Right. So Vani is married to a person whose sibling is Deepak. Correct? Because it is given Vani is the sister-in-law of Deepak, or basically Deepak's brother has married Vani. So what is the question? How is Saroj related to Deepak? Obviously Saroj has to be Deepak's mother. So at this point itself you can take the answer as option 4, mother. Right? See, Saroj has a brother who is married to Vani, then only Vani will be sister-in-law of Deepak. So Deepak has to be one of the children of Saroj. So how is Saroj related to Deepak? Saroj is Deepak's mother. So all these information you need not even write it down. At this point itself you get what the answer is. Yes. See here, but if you go on to look at this information, what do you get? You get Rajesh is the father of Ramesh, the only brother of Deepak. So this is going to be Rajesh, and they have a child called Ramesh. But for this particular question on top, you don't require these information about these two. Without that itself you get the answer. Option 4 is your answer. Next one. A directional post is erected on a crossing. In an accident, it was turned in such a way that the arrow which was first showing west is now showing south. A passer-by went in a wrong direction thinking it is west. In which direction is he traveling now? So what is given here? Again a very, very easy question. See, let us assume this is your, now see, we have north, south, east and west. Okay, these are our actual directions. So when let us assume this is our post as well, right? The post is like this. You go upwards, you are going north. You go downwards, you are going south. You go this side, you are going west. You go that side, you are going east. Now what is happening when the accident happened? When the accident happened, the arrow was turned in such a way that the arrow which was showing west is now showing south. So basically this arrow, right, which is actually showing the west direction is now showing south, or I can say that this west arrow has come down like this. Okay, and it is saying this is west, whereas this is actually south. Is it clear? See, there is a arrow earlier which was actually showing the west direction. Now when the accident happened, this arrow has turned in such a way that it is actually showing the south now, but it is saying this is the west direction. So what is happening now? What is this man doing? The man is going in a particular direction thinking it is west. So actually in which direction is he moving? See, the arrow is now going to show this as west, but this is which direction? Actually it's going to be south. So what will be your answer for this? Your answer for this will be option 2. So he is actually traveling in the south direction. Next one. The Madras High Court has observed that poor candidates from forward communities too must get reservation in education and employment. The poor in the so-called forward communities have been neglected so far, and no one could speak about them, fearing protest voices in the name of social justice. Which of the following assumption is implicit in the given information? So what is given in the statement? In the statement they are saying that poor people from forward communities should also get reservation in education and employment. So till now they were neglected and nobody was speaking about that, fearing protest. Okay, fearing protest voices in the name of social justice. Now, which of the following assumptions is implicit in the given information? What is the first assumption? Say, social justice should be extended to every section of the society. Yes, this is one of the definitely assumptions which is implicit, which is why this statement is being made. Correct? Social justice should be extended to every section of the society. Next one, there are poor people in every community and they must be encouraged to live a better life. Definitely, this also is implicit. A poor is a poor irrespective of his community. This is also true. So all these three assumptions are implicit, and that is based on this only the statement would have been made. Correct? So what will be your answer? Your answer will be all A, B and C. Option 5. All A, B and C. See, what are they trying to say in the statement? They are saying that poor people, whichever community they belong to, if they belong to forward communities also, they should get reservation to education and employment. Right? So all of these three is in line with that. Correct? See, poor people in any community, they also have a right to live better, and we have to help them by providing them also reservation. Correct? So all the three is implicit. So the correct answer will be option 5. All A, B and C. See, it is given here that poor in the forward communities are being neglected. Right now they are not given reservation. We should give them reservation, right? They also need reservation for education and employment. Correct? So, and we are also talking about social justice. So third statement is also, that is third assumption is implicit, right? A poor is poor irrespective of his community. That's why you are coming up with this, right? If you are a poor person, you be forward caste or backward caste, whatever be it, you are entitled for education and employment. That's what they are trying to say. So all the three will be implicit. Next one, statements. The job in the IT sector are decreasing in the country, which at a time was known to be the booming sector for engineering graduates in the country. The decrease in jobs has helped the industry improve pre-employee productivity and control attrition. Which of the following assumptions is implicit in the given information? Now, what is the meaning of attrition? See, attrition refers to the number of people who leave a job. Okay, so let's say in a given period of time, that is what is called as attrition rate. So like if they ask you to find out what is the attrition rate, you find out the number of people who are leaving a particular job with respect to a particular volume in a given period of time. Now, what they are saying is that since the number of jobs has reduced, okay, the attrition has reduced. That means that lesser number of people are leaving their jobs because it is already difficult to get a job, so they are not leaving their jobs. Now let us look at the assumptions that follow. Now what is the question? Which of the following assumptions is implicit? Now look at the second assumption. What is it saying? Less demand of jobs in the market helps the companies improve their attrition rate. See, attrition rate is not improving or it is not increasing. Basically, attrition rate is decreasing, correct? Because of lesser jobs available in market, the attrition rate is decreasing. It is not increasing, or it is not improving, or it is not going high. So this does not follow. The company has to pay more to the employee when the industry growth is less in the market. See, nothing of this sort is mentioned in the given statement. Is anything of this sort mentioned in the given statement? No, right? Are they saying that I have to pay more per employee or anything related to that is given in the statement? No. So this assumption also we cannot take it to be true. Now look at the first assumption. Decrease in the jobs in the market makes IT industry more profitable. Even though it has not been directly mentioned that the IT industry is becoming more profitable, there is a hint to that, right? See, the decrease in jobs has helped the industry improve pre-employee productivity. Basically, employees who are they are able to make the employees more productive. So there is a hint that the companies are doing well. So this assumption seems to be an implicit assumption of all the three. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be only A. That is option 2. Clear? I hope it is clear, this one. The answer will be option 2, only A. Next one. So the next question is on syllogisms. See, whenever you get questions on syllogisms, one small thing, read what is given here. Which of the following given conclusion logically follows? Sometimes they give you logically does not follow. Read the directions carefully, because now that exam is coming up, I don't want you to, these are some mistakes that we might end up doing. We might be in a hurry, we might not read the question properly. So read that. What is given here? All shoes are pens. All shoes are pens. Some pens are razors. Some razors are desks. So this is your statement. What is the conclusion? Some desks are shoes. Some desks are shoes. It's not a definite conclusion, right? It can be, it cannot be. In the basic diagram, it's not so. It's not a definite conclusion, does not follow. Some razors are shoes. Again, not a definite conclusion, does not follow. So both the conclusions don't follow here. What will be your answer? Your answer will be option 4. Neither 1 nor 2 follows. Next one. Yes, everybody got the answer as 4. Good. All brushes are chocolates. All chocolates are mirrors, and all mirrors are tables. Now, some tables are brushes. Yes, definitely true. Some mirrors are chocolate. That's also true. So what will be the answer here? Both 1 and 2 follow. That is option 5. Correct? For this one, both the conclusions follow. So option 5 will be your answer. Next one. So this set, there were 3 questions, so 3 to 4 questions following this. How many questions? 1 second, let me check. Question number 12, 13, 14, 15. 4 questions following this set. Fairly easy question this was, and you could have got all the questions correct in this one, and you could have solved it really fast. Okay. Now what is given here? 5 golfers C, D, E, F and G play a series of match in which the following are always true of the results. Either C is last and G is first, or C is first and G is last. So there are 5 people who are playing the match. So either C is first. If C is first, then who is last? G is last. If G is first, then C is last. Then what else have they said? D finishes ahead of E. So when you look at the rank, D is finishing ahead of E. So this is, let us take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is their ranks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where I am saying this is head 1 is the highest, okay, highest, and this is the basically the person who wins, right? Highest, lowest. So D is greater than E. Then D finishes ahead of E. Every golfer plays and finishes every match. There are no ties in any match. No 2 players ever finish in the same position in a match. So this is the information that you have. Now let us look at the questions that follow. What does the first question say? Which of the following cannot be true? So what do we know? See, we know G 1, 2, 3, C, or it is C 1, 2, 3, G. Now one thing that we know is that D will finish before E. Okay, so basically if D is here, E has to be here. If D is here, then E has to be here. Correct? So similarly here also same thing. D has to finish before E. That's all we know. Now what is given here? E finishes second. Can that be true? Can E come here? No, E can never come here, because I know that D is finishing before E. So D has to be before E. If I put E here, then D will come somewhere here, which is not possible. So what will be, which of the following statements cannot be true? E cannot finish second. F can finish second. F can be here, then D can be here, E can be here. That's a possibility. Correct? Similarly, F can finish ahead of D. That's a possibility. But E finishing second is not possible, right? So what will be your answer? Which of the following cannot be true? E finishes second cannot be true. Yes. Next one. If D finishes third, then which of the following must be true? Next, what are they saying? D is finishing third. So if D is finishing third, these are the 2 cases that you have. Whichever be the case, if D is finishing third, which has to be E? this has to be E, and this has to be F. Correct? So what will be the answer for the second question? If D finishes third, G finishes first. Yes, G can also finish first or C can also finish first. Any one can be true. Correct? E finishes ahead of F. Not true. E will finish after F only. So this is not true. F finishes ahead of E. Yes, this is definitely true. F will finish ahead of E. So here your answer will be 3. Right? So even though this one is a possibility, it's not true always. Right? G can finish first, but it is not conditionally. I can't say that G will always finish first. So this is your correct option. F finishes behind D. Not true. Yes, this is also not true always. Right? This is the only option which is true always. F will always finish ahead of E. So you go with the answer as option 3. Okay. See, option 1 seems to be correct, right? See, if this is your case, then option 1 is correct. But you also have another case which can come true with the given information where C will come first and G will come last. So G finishes first is not something that is true always, right? So based on the option, this is the option which is true always. So you go with that. F finishes behind D. See, F is finishing before D. Now, what does G represent? G is the person who is finishing first or has the highest rank, finished, second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position. So, who is finishing first is G. So, here F is finishing always before D. I can't say F finishes behind D. It should be F finishes before D. Then I can say it is true. Here it is behind. So, it is not true. Next one. Now, if C finishes first, then how many different orders is it possible for the other golfers to finish? So, what are the possibilities? See, if C is finishing first, one possibility is that second is F, right? If second is F, then this is D and this is E. Similarly, if C is there, then second one can also be D, right? If second is D, then this can be E and this can be F. Or if second is D, this can be F and this can be E. So these are the 3 possibilities that we have, right? Any other possibility that we write, it will go wrong, right? That like this condition where they have given that D finishes before E will go wrong. So these are the only 3 possibilities that you have, and your answer will be option 3. Basically, in this question, when you look at the options, there is only one option. See, they have also given here that D is finishing third. Okay, when D is finishing third, this has to be your case, right? When D is finishing third, obviously F and E have to be in this position. You can't change that. So, any one case, be it F will finish before D. So, you cannot say this is true. These are your only 2 possibilities because they have given here a condition that D is finishing third. If that is not given, then okay, fine. You have lot of different possibilities. But here, no. Next. Which of the following additional conditions make it certain that F finishes second? Which of the following additional conditions make it certain that F finishes second? If I say F finishes ahead of D, right? So if I say F finishes ahead of D, right, then this will be true. See, you have either C 1 2 3 G or G dash 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 C. These are your 2 cases. So if what condition will make F this definitely second? When I say that the F finishes ahead of D, that means D has to be in position 3. Basically, you will fix position of D also because D cannot go to position 4. This obviously has to be E. So then I can say for sure that F is going to be in position 2. So your correct answer is option 3. Last question. If exactly one golfer finishes between C and D, then which of the following must be true? So if exactly one golfer finishes between C and D. Now, what can be the possible positions of C? 1, 2, 3. C can either be here or C can be here. So, what are they saying? Between C and D, there is one person. So, either in this case this is D, in this case this is D. So, basically what I have done, I have again fixed the position of D as third. So, if this is D, then what is this? This is going to be E. Correct? Again here this is going to be E. Now, so this has to be F. So, these are your 2 cases. So, what is asked here? C finishes first, G finishes first, F finishes third, E finished fourth. This is always true. If you see both of these cases, E will finish fourth. So, this is the one which is true. So, your answer will be option 4. See, C finished first is a possibility, right? It can also be G, but in both the cases E will finish 4th. Basically, what did we do? By giving the statement, what have we done? We have fixed the position of D as here. If this is D, obviously in both the cases, 4th has to be E. Yes, next one. So the next question is on coded inequalities. So these are what each of the symbol represent. So what is given here in the statements? In the statements they are saying that K is greater than T, S is equal to K, and T is greater than or equal to R. Correct? Or I can write it as S is equal to K greater than T greater than or equal to R. So this is your given statement. Now what is the first conclusion say? S at the rate of R, that means S is greater than R and this is T is less than R. So if you look at S is greater than R, yes, definitely based on the given statement S is greater than R. It follows. Now here T is less than R. So here what is given? I know T is greater than or equal to R for sure based on the given statement, so this is false. So what is your answer? Only conclusion 1 is true. You have to find out which is definitely true. Correct answer is option 1. Yes. So there were 2-3 more questions following the same coded inequality set. All of them were fairly easy. You should have got it correct in the examination. You can try it out on your own. I have just chosen one question from the set. Now the next question. Let's go to the next one. The next question is on arrangement. So what is given here? A shopkeeper placed 8 varieties of cloth pieces of different colors in a row. Okay, and the information about their positions is given. Based on that you have to answer the questions that follow. So try to make the arrangement here and tell me once you are done. It's a question on linear arrangement, right? Try to arrange the cloth pieces according to their colors and let me know once you are done. We'll start solving it. Yes, this puzzle was an easy one. You should have got it correct in the examination. So let's try it out. A shopkeeper placed 8 varieties of cloth pieces of different colors in a row such that blue cloth is placed 5th from the left end. So how many cloths are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is going to be my left end and this is going to be my right end. Blue cloth is placed 5th from the left end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be blue. Okay, I'm just going to write down the numberings here so that it's easier. Now green cloth is placed to the extreme right. So this is going to be green. White cloth is second to the left of blue. White cloth is second to the left of blue. So this is the left side, right? White cloth is second to the left of blue. So this is white. Violet is exactly between blue and white. So this is violet. Black is 6th to the left of the green. So 6th to the left of the green means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be black. Black is 6th to the left of the green and 4th to the left of brown. So 4th to the left of brown means this has to be brown, right? If this is brown, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th to the left of brown. Then pink is not 3rd to the right of violet. So if this is violet, 1, 2, 3, this cannot be pink. So which has to be pink? This has to be pink. And what will this be? This will be yellow. Now first question. Which color cloth is placed 5th to the left of yellow? So which is placed 5th to the left of yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black is placed 5th to the left of yellow. That is not there in the option. So your answer will be none of these. The correct answer is actually black. Which of the following is definitely true? What is the correct answer for this one? White cloth is placed exactly between violet and black. Correct? See, white cloth is placed exactly between violet and black. That is option 3. That will be your correct answer. Which color cloth is 3rd to the left of brown? Which color cloth is 3rd to the left of brown? 3rd to the left of brown, 1, 2, 3 is white. So white is 3rd to the left of brown. Which of the following is the correct position of yellow with respect to pink? So what is the position of yellow with respect to pink? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. 6th to right. Option 1. So these are your answers for the question. Yes, second one answer is 3. third one answer is 4, and the last question answer is 1. Now let's look at the next question. Fairly easy one, right? I hope all of you who took the examination got it correct. Now next one. How many of you got this question correct? That is there on your screen now. So the next question is on circular arrangement. You are given details about 8 persons, and their relationship with n is given. Based on that, you have to arrange them around a circular table, and all of them are facing the center. So next, try this puzzle and tell me once you are done, and we will start solving it. What is given here? 8 persons are sitting around a circular table facing the center with equal distance between each other. Each of them is related to n in some way or the other. Okay. Now what is said first? K sits third to the left of n. So I am going to take this is n. If this is n, totally how many people are there? 8, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons are there, all of them are facing the center, and K sits third to the left of n. So left of n is this side, right? 1, 2, 3. Third to the left of n means this is going to be K. Now next, only one person sits between n and q. So only one person sits between n and q means either this can be q or this can be q. So now we have two cases, right? Q can come either here or here. So I am going to take both the cases, okay, and try it out. So if this is n, we already found out that this is k. So in the first case I take this to be q, in the next case I take this to be q, because there are two possibilities, right? Either q can come here or q can come here. They are saying there is one person between n and q. So either q is here or q is here. So I am going to try out both the possibilities. Now next, what is given? N's sister is to the immediate right of q. So the person who is sitting here, immediate right of q is n's sister, sister of n. Okay. So if in this case, which is the sister? Right of q, right? So this is going to be the sister. Now next, what else is given? Only 2 people sit between n's sister and n's mother. So 2 people are sitting between n's sister and mother. So if this is your correct case, which can be n's mother, there are 2 people who are sitting between the sister and the mother. So if this is sister, this can be the mother. Similarly, if this is sister, again this can be the mother. I have 2 possibilities, right? They have said there are 2 people who sit between the sister and the mother. So this can be the mother or this can be the mother. Now if you look at this case, there is only one possibility, right? Here already it is n, so it can't be the mother. So obviously which has to be mother? 1, 2, this has to be the mother. So if you are looking at the second case, this will be sister, then this will be mother. That's all. Here you have 2 possibilities to place the mother. Now look at the next condition. What is said? J sits to the immediate right of n's mother. So in this first case, if this is the mother, then which has to be j? This has to be j, right? J sits to the immediate right of n's mother. So this has to be j, which is not possible. So what can I say? I can say mother cannot come here. So mother has to be here for sure. So if this is mother, then this has to be j, because they have said j sits to the immediate right of n's mother. Similarly, if this is mother, this has to be j. Okay. Now next, what is given? P sits to the immediate right of m. Now we have to place P and M. Remember, P and M have to be in adjacent positions, right? So if you look at the first case, there is only one place where adjacent spaces are free, that is here. So P sits to the immediate right of M means this has to be M and this has to be P, because these are the only 2 positions which are free here right now, right? Which are close to each other also. So if this is M, this is P. Similarly, if you are taking this case, which has to be M and P, this has to be M and this has to be P, because P is to the immediate right of M and these are the only 2 vacant adjacent spaces. So that also you have taken. Now next, what is given? N's brother sits third to the right of P. So N's brother sits third to the right of P means this is P, right side is this side, 1, 2, 3. So this is the brother of N. Okay, if this is the case, 1, 2, 3. This is the brother. Then n's wife sits second to the left of n's brother. So n's wife sits second to the left of n's brother, means this is going to be your wife. Okay, in this case this is the brother, so this is going to be the wife. N's wife sits second to the left of n's brother. Only 3 people sit between n's wife and L. So which has to be L? This has to be L, either this way or this way. There are 3 people in between wife and L. In this case, if this is wife, which has to be L? This has to be L. Next, n's son sits second to the right of n's father. Only 2 people sit between n's father and n's daughter. That is your final statement that is given. So now if you look at the namings, which are the namings that we are left to fill? See here, right? We have filled, if you look at the second case, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, all of it we have filled. So this has to be O. Similarly, in this case, this has to be O. Now, what is this condition given here? N's son sits second to the right of n's father. So which has to be n's son and which has to be n's father here based on the given condition? N's son sits second to the right of n's father. So if this is father, this can be the son of n. Correct? Similarly, they have also given another condition that only 2 people sit between n's father and n's daughter. So if this is the father, this can be the daughter. Now you have got the complete arrangement here. This is n, so this can be the son, this can be the father. It is satisfying all the conditions. Try this case, what will happen? If this is the case, now where can I place this n's son sits second to the right of n's father? Okay, if I am doing that, can I do that? If I can this be the father? No. If this is the father, this has to be the son. Not possible. This can be the father, right? If I take this to be the father, okay, then this can be the son. N's son sits second to the right of n's father. But they have also given that between father and daughter there has to be a space of 2. So this is getting violated here. So when you try the second case, one way or the other, it will not give us the complete arrangement because any one case will get violated. When you place father and son, you can't place the daughter. Correct? So this will go wrong. So this will be your correct arrangement. Clear? So here for this question, this is the correct arrangement that you get. So this is n, n's sister is L, n's son is Q, n's brother is K, father is O, J is the wife, P is the mother and M is the daughter. See, there are no hard and fast rules for questions on arrangement. It depends on the questions. Many times when blood relations are involved, you might remember that we write down the family tree simultaneously, right? So that you get the family tree simultaneously and you do the arrangement. But again, for some questions, for this particular question, you need not draw the family tree at all. It was not even required. So it depends on question to question. And the only thing that we can do to crack such questions is practice well. The more you practice, better idea you have. But at times, again, the questions are given in such a way that we might not be able to find out the starting point, or you are stuck somewhere. In that case, in the examination, the only thing to do is to skip the question. Okay? So this is your final arrangement. Is it clear? Any doubts in any of the steps, or shall I start looking at the questions following it? Shall I look at the questions? Yes. Who amongst the following is the son of n? Who amongst the following is the son of n? The son of n is Q. Q is the son of n. Q is the son of n. Now next one. How many people sit between n and k when counted from the right of k? So how many people sit between n and k when counted from the right of k? So right of k, this is left of k, right? This is left of k and this is right of k. So how many people sit between n and k when counted from the right of k? It is 2. This is left, right? This is left and this is right. So for solving this particular question, you need not solve this arrangement at all, right? From the first step itself you get that, right? See, you know n is second to the left. So this is n, this is k. So obviously from the right of k, 2. So for this solving this question, you don't have to find out the complete arrangement itself. See, one of you told me, right, that you got stuck. I tried this question for 5 minutes, but I got stuck. So even if you get stuck that ways, please look at the questions once. At times you have questions where you don't have to find out the complete arrangement. Without that itself, you are able to get the answer. Yes? Okay. Now third one. How is J related to L? How is J related to L? How is J? Yeah. So J is L's sister-in-law. So the answer is sister-in-law, option 3. Which of the following statements is true with respect to the given information? So which is true with respect to the given information? P sits to the immediate left of J. Option 2 is the correct one. P sits to the immediate left of J. That's correct, right? P, this is J, sitting inwards. Alright, all of you got these correctly, right? Yes. So now let us look at the next set. Again, you had one more linear arrangement set in this paper. So we'll look at that next. Yes, all of you got the answer correctly. Good. Now try out the next one. There are 8 people sitting in a straight line and all of them are facing the south direction or facing the same direction. So and their birthdays, details about their birthdays is given. So how many of you did this correct in the examination and how many of you couldn't do it? See, this was also not very difficult, but yes, definitely see difficulty of a question generally you should say with respect to the paper, the other questions in the paper. If you consider this particular paper, yes, this question was a bit lengthy. This question or that, let's say that circular arrangement, yeah, that was a bit time consuming compared to the other questions. But then in some papers where questions are more difficult, such questions would actually turn out to be easy for you. Anyway, try it out now. So remember this week, since a lot of you are taking up the examination, remember to choose your questions wisely in the examination. If you are stuck in one question, don't waste your time in one single question, move on to the other questions. Or if you feel that arrangement questions are difficult for you, like some of you said, right, I always get stuck. So keep it towards the end or keep it for later. First try out easy ones, finish that and come back to these questions. See, for this set also, I'll just give you a clue. You will again end up getting 2 possibilities or 2 cases will be there. You have to try out both the cases simultaneously and you will be able to eliminate one. So I think I'll start solving it. Most of you don't seem to be getting the answer. Okay, let's try it out. What is given here? 8 people A, B, C, D, E, F are sitting in a straight line, all of them facing the same direction. Each of them have birthday in different months as given below, but not necessarily in the same order. First statement says G sits third to the right of the person whose birthday is in July. So I am going to mark that first. Let G be somewhere here. I don't know where G is. G sits third to the right of the person whose birthday is in July. Okay. So if this is G, which is July, G sits third to the right. See, I am assuming that everybody is sitting in this direction. Okay. So G sits third to the right of the person whose birthday is in July. If this is July, person whose birthday is in July, G is sitting third to the right of that person, right? So this is your left and this is your right. So this is G, this is July. Next, the person whose birthday is in December sits second to the right of G. So the person whose birthday is in December sits second to the right of G. So this has to be the person whose birthday is in December. Okay. Now, so this is July. Next, what is given? A and E are immediate neighbors of each other and neither of them have their birthdays in July or December and they are not immediate neighbor of G. See, at this point, how many persons have we fixed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have 2 persons A and E. They are immediate neighbors of each other and they don't have their birthday in July or December and they are not immediate neighbors of G. What does that mean? See, A, E cannot come here because A and E are not immediate neighbors of G. A, E cannot come here because none of their birthday is in December. Again, A, E cannot come here because none of their birthdays is in July. And A, E also has to be together. So now you have two possibilities here. See, this is the most important step in this arrangement. If you are able to crack this, I think it becomes far more easier to solve the question further. So you have to find out where you can fix A and E. If you take any of these positions that we have fixed here, right, you can't put A and E because of the conditions given. They have said A and E's birthday is not in July or December, and both of them are not neighbors of G as well. So either A and E has to be here, right, they have to be placed here adjacent to each other, or on this side adjacent to each other, right. So this is going to be your first case where I am placing A and E in these two corners. The other possibility is the leftmost corner will be July, then you will have 1, 2, 3, this will be G, then you have, this is December, and this will be AE, again this will be A or E. So these are the two cases that you have. Now try to fix the remaining information that is given. So next, what is given? H sits third to the right of the person whose birthday is in January. Neither A nor E is born in January. So if you take this case, this cannot be January, this cannot be January. What is the next possibility? This can be January. If this is January, it is given H sits third to the right of the person whose birthday is in January. So if this is January, this can be H. If this is January, then this can be H. But they have given here clearly that H's birthday is not in December. So this cannot be H. So the only possibility is this has to be H and this has to be January. Okay, so that also you have fixed. Now if this is your case, then which has to be H and which has to be January? This is July, and neither A, E is born in January, and it is given H sits third to the right of the person whose birthday is in January. So this has to be H in this case, and this has to be January. H sits third to the right. Okay. Now only two people sit between E and the person whose birthday is in October. So if you look at the first case, if I take E to be here, then this has to be October. It is given only two people sit between E and the person whose birthday is in October. So if this is E, this has to be October. It is not possible because there I have already put January, right? So obviously which has to be E? This has to be E, and then only this can be October, and this has to be A then. Similarly, if you look at this case, only two people sit between E and the person whose birthday is in October. So which has to be E? So if this is E, okay, 1, 2, this can be October. Similarly, if this is E, 1, 2, this can be October. So again you have two possibilities here, right? So let us keep that there. So whichever you put E, you have two possibilities for October. Now next, what else is given? The person whose birthday is in February sits to the immediate left of D. So the person whose birthday is in February sits to the immediate left of D. Where can you place that in the above arrangement? This can be D and this can be February, right? Anyway, let's wait for that. Let's not use that statement for now. It can also be here, right? This can be D and this can be February. So we don't know. Let's wait to use that. Only one person sits between E and B. So if this is E, this is B. That is fixed. Now here I have two possibilities to place. Okay, so this arrangement seems to be coming correct. Let us see, this arrangement also has to go wrong somewhere. No, let us see where it goes wrong. Only one person sits between E and B. Okay, I have fixed that. C's birthday is on one of the months before October. Before October. So which has to be C's birthday? If you look at this arrangement, this is October, this is December. C's birthday has to be before October, means this has to be C. So that is also coming there correctly. E's birthday is in a month after May. G's birthday is after A's birthday. So, which are the, okay, here which are the names we are left with to fill? See, you know A, B, C, then you have to fill D, correct? D and F. Now about D, they had given us one information. The person whose birthday is in February sits to the immediate left of D. So this has to be D and this has to be February. So that also we have filled. Now if you look at the birthdays of G and A, they are saying G's birthday is after A's birthday and E's birthday is after May. So if you look at the months that are there, right, see you have January, February, April, May, July, September, October and December. So I have taken already October, December. So after May I have also taken July. So the only month that is left after May is September. So E obviously has to be September. If E is September, then I have A and G remaining, and they are saying that G's birthday is after A's birthday. So A's birthday has to be in April and G's birthday has to be in May. So this arrangement seems to be correct. Yes, so this should be our final arrangement. This has to be F. Now this arrangement has to go wrong somewhere. Let us now check where it can go wrong. Okay, so this arrangement is actually correct because it has now satisfied all the conditions. So this case that we started with has to go wrong somewhere. Let us see where it is going wrong. See, you know, this is G, H. Now A or E is there here. Okay, next what are they saying? There is only one person between E and B. C has its birthday on one of the months before October. E's birthday is on a month after May. See, I know for sure that if you look at the month after May, right, which are the months after May? Months after May you have July, September, October and December. So I know for sure E's birthday is not in December. I know for sure E's birthday is not in October, because in October there are two people between E and the person who is in October. Again, July is also gone. So obviously E's birthday has to be in September. That you can fix it here as well. And next thing, what have they said? They have said that the person whose birthday is in February sits to the immediate left of D. Then, so let us take the two cases here. Okay, let us take this to be E. If I take this as E, this has to be October, right, and this has to be A. And if this is the case, this is, I know already it is September, and now I have to place February. Where can I place February? See, it is given that the person whose birthday is in February sits to the immediate left of D. So where can I put D and where can I put February? This I have to put it as D, and then only this can be February. So if that is the case, then what have they said? They have said only one person sits between E and B. I cannot put that here. So this will anyway go wrong, right? Same way, if I had considered this to be A and this to be E, again it will go wrong. Okay? It can also be EA. Yes, see, that was one case, right? If I had taken this case as this to be E and this to be A, that case goes wrong. Now let us try out what is the other case. What was the other case? The other case was this is going to be E, right? See, this is E. If this is E, then what are they saying? There is okay, let me just, this was G that we fixed, this was January, this was H. Okay, only this we have fixed, right? So if this is E, then this has to be October and this will be A. So if this is A, again I know E is going to be September. That also I have fixed. Next, what are they saying? So if there is only one person between E and B, so this has to be B. Now if this is B, then where do I put D and February? I can't put that. Where can I put? Because if this is D, this has to be February, not possible. Everywhere else it's filled. So whichever you consider, see, you can put either this as A or this as E, or this as E or this as A. Whichever you put, this arrangement is going to go wrong. Okay? In both, any one condition will definitely fail and it will go wrong. At first I considered this to be E and this to be A. Now I have considered this to be A and this to be E. When you do that, it will go wrong. So this is going to be your final arrangement. See, in the examination, right, when you start solving, when you are almost getting this to be the correct arrangement, take that as your answer. Don't waste your time to check why this is wrong, because you might not have the time to do that. Whose birthday is in October? Whose birthday is in October? So let me just draw the correct arrangement here, because so you have A, E, C, B, F, G, H and D. So this is December, this is February, this is May, October, January, July, September and April. Whose birthday is in October? Whose birthday is in October? F's birthday is in October. How many persons are sitting between A and F? How many persons are sitting between A and F? 1, 2, 3. 3 persons are sitting between A and F. Who is sitting second to the left of G? Who is sitting second to the left of G? B is sitting second to the left of G. B's birthday is in which month? B's birthday is in January. If E and H interchange their places, then who is sitting second to the left of H? So this is becoming H and this is becoming E. Who is sitting second to the left of H? There is nobody. Nobody is sitting second to the left of H, so the answer has to be none of these. So with that we have completed the questions in the last week's paper. Yes. So everything is clear, right? All these questions that we solved today is clear. Any doubts that you have? See, this would be our last session before the IBPS PO Prelims Exam start this weekend for reasoning ability. So when it comes to reasoning, choose your questions wisely. See, don't panic and think that get stuck with one question. If you are not able to solve a question, keep it towards the end. You can come back to that question later. Yes, last week's paper was easy. I hope this week's IBPS PO Prelims paper is also easy for all those of you who are taking it. Okay, think with a clear mind. Don't panic at the time of the actual examination. Assume that you are taking your All India mock examination, you are taking your TalentSprint All India mock examination. Go with that mindset, but focus on the exam. And choose the questions wisely. Very, very important. If you feel a question has 3 variables or more than that, or it is difficult, keep it towards the end. See, you should not come back to me and say that, ma'am, in my paper towards the end of the section there were a lot of easy questions, but since I was trying out the difficult ones in the beginning, I missed out on the easy ones. Students have come back to us and told that, so don't do that. Do the easy ones first and then come back to the difficult ones. So great, that's it from us for now, and I'll see you in the next session, and this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care, good night, bye-bye.